Deepfake is a term that's been picked up and kind of widely circulated kind of in the public zeitgeist. And it means to take an image of somebody's face and to create a world around them. So that can be any world. Specifically, in my position, that is a world of pornography or child sexual abuse. Another big one is sextortion. And this is a very, very big subject right now. The Canadian Centre for Child Protection is monitoring the rise of sextortion quite closely in Canada and around the world. And they have some very interesting statistics that are quite alarming as far as the increase of this type of offending. But sextortion is, of course, when you have an image that is compromising to somebody and you use that image to extort them for one reason or another. Where it used to be prior to artificial intelligence, you would have to engage with a person first, get them to send you some sort of explicit material, and then they would then take that material and use it to exploit you. Now they can skip that middle step altogether. As long as they have an image of your face, they can create their own explicit material and then extort you. So that is another way where this type of technology can certainly affect what we see coming across our desk on a day-to-day basis with cases, and certainly affects the victimization of people in Ontario, Canada, and around the world. So there's a fine line here between being informed and prepared and kind of sliding into a paranoia about using the internet. So there's a lot of just kind of really, really basic things that parents certainly can be aware of and can share with their kids. And this is for teachers as well. Anybody that engages with kids and has an opportunity to kind of share with them best practices or ways to navigate all the different social media apps, all the different platforms, anything that they're doing online. The first rule is really, if you don't know for sure who it is you're talking to, then you definitely don't know who you're talking to. This is kind of the way many offenders engage with kids, where they purport to be somebody or something that they're not on a platform that's very comfortable for kids. We get asked quite a bit, what platforms are the worst platforms? And there is no such thing as a worst platform. What we find is that wherever the kids happen to be, then that's where the offenders are going to be. So that's kind of one of the first rules, is that just because you're using a platform or your kid's using a platform that's built for that age group, doesn't mean that offenders aren't there, right? Because they will get on and pretend to be something that they're not. So it's a very, very important rule. Where your child uses their device, tablet, phone, or the internet in the house is also very important. If it's a place that's secluded and out of the way where they can engage and potentially sexually explicit material can be captured, that type of an environment makes it easier for that to happen. Whereas if it's in a kind of a public space in the house or a common area in the house, the chances of that sort of activity happening are certainly decreased. And again, this is all dependent on age. Every child is different. Everybody's got a different personality. And so that's up to each parent to try to evaluate for themselves the level of trust that they can give their kids. And, when you're reviewing a child's phone, what it is you have to look for. So there's a lot of things that parents can do just to be proactively involved with their child's use of their devices and how they're engaging online.